scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. Scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm gonna pop it till I drop, cause I ain't dropping Miss Daisy. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I got a boast, I move like a ghost. Give them that Patrick Swayze's. All of them lost, they knew the cost. I chase them down, I'm the boss. Up in the circle, hitting that purple. If that don't work, maybe a perk. Well, Madison High, that is the spot where I get paid every raise. Sign on my checks with a big X, then get up out of my space. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. All of my shit, always legit, it's just what my mama gave me. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. Call it a win, once I begin, I'ma do it for my baby. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I am the one, hot like the sun, winning the races that pay me. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. Hitting the throttle, popping the bottle, pour it on top of like gravy. It's never a cap, winning the snap, and no one got nothing to say. I'm in every place, taking every race, nobody can get in my way. Tapping the brake, first to the take, I never knew how to die. Give all the rest, all of my best, all that it takes running dry. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. You think you know how this will go, don't be so goddamn hasty. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'll see you there, blood in the air, victory's gonna be tasty. Crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more, or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. and we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
You think you've got what it takes?
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life will be forever. That's my long time. And I'm gonna tell you, it's something else.
2 decades have shaped the world.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
These go to 11.
Hello and welcome everybody for another week of SSRL Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series. Here tonight we're at Long Pond, Pennsylvania with Pocono Raceway and Wesley. What a show we're in store for tonight with Truck Series at Pocono. High speed, tricky triangle, 3 corners and 3 tough ones that are so different than each other. We're in store for one heck of a race tonight.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching these trucks go around. Where's turn 4 at?
What turn 4? I don't think we have one tonight. Unfortunately, no turn 4 for this evening's race. I mean, if you really wanted to be technical, it would be 6 corners, right? That would be the real technicality. The 6 corners.
5 because one of them's actually just a solo turn. The other 2 are modeled after turns two different turn profiles and two different tracks.
See, if 5 is actually, that might be more sacrilege than 3, so maybe we'll just stick with 3. So, but going on in tonight's race, obviously we have the Biffle Tribute. Last week was supposed to be that, but obviously if you were here last week and you heard us, Trading Paints had its issue. So of course we're going to commemorate Greg Biffle. It doesn't hurt to commemorate him for another week anyways, so we're going to do that tonight. So you'll see a lot of Biffle schemes out there for this evening's race here at Pocono Raceway in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. But before we get all started here tonight and getting to our grid and warming up here, let's go ahead and look at the keys for tonight's race. And let's look at here. Master the 3 very different corners. Each one of them is so different. Turn 1, an Indy style track. A lot of braking. Cannot overcharge turn 1. It's very inviting. When I was doing some practice laps here myself, Wesley, it's really inviting into turn 1. Gotta be careful there. Turn 2, really, it might be the most difficult track or corner on the track, excuse me, and they're all hard, and that one's probably the most difficult. If you don't hit it right, you're either going to hit the wall or going to be really slow in turns 3, and that is probably that's a very important one. Going on to Long Pond Straightaway, the longest straightaway in the NASCAR circuits that we go to. So many different variables, and every corner is so important, Wesley.
Yeah, and part of those corners as well is going to be your braking consistency. And not only that, but cooling it down. These are some of the longest straights we see, 3 different lengths of them as well. Of course, you've got the front stretch. You'll see trucks snaking down it, almost going 5 wide at times with how wide it is. But that run to turn 1. Turn 1 is the sharpest turn here at Pocono Motor Speedway. So brake straight with it. Don't stab on the throttle. And just kind of be easy whenever you're coming off the corner as well. You want to short shift, save your rears. The rear tires are going to matter so much here, especially with turn 2, that tunnel turn. And I'm sorry, I'm laughing at what they're talking about on the radio, but turn 2 is especially going to be important. It can be flat out, or it's a little bit of just a lift, so not much brake cooling, but still that you're going to see them maybe even try to go down on the apron there, and that's going to really affect tire wear and how much they're going to spin the rears off of it.
And with all those variables, Wesley, we forgot the most important one here. Fuel and strategy. That's the name of the game here at Pocono Raceway. You've seen so many throughout the years. Remember Chris Buescher's first career Cup Series win. It was off of fuel. A little bit of a fog storm came in as well. But fuel and strategy got him that first checkered flag in that 34 Front Row Motorsports machine. And tonight, it's no different. Anyone from any spot on this track, qualifying is really important here. But fuel and saving it might be more important. It might be the way that we'll see our race winners. Speaking of race winners, Wesley, I think we should make our race picks for the race tonight.
I'm ready.
And I'm going to pick James A. Morris in the 08 machine tonight. I feel like James has been having a really good couple of stretcher races, some good qualifying efforts. And he is second in points, I still do believe. We'll go look at that in a second. But James has been so good this year. Has won the opening race at Daytona. He's looked so good all year. Just not on the Michael Tucker level, but he's been very, very good and very consistent.
I'm going to go with one of my friends. I was down at his house about 2 months ago. Tyler Cheney, that 54 Cash App Toyota Tundra. Nice scheme, by the way, brand new for this week. He loves Pocono. It's where he got his first ever league win back in the Xbox days. And he wants it to be his first league win here as well. He's done a lot of practice going into tonight, and he's very confident with the truck he's got. And then finally, shoot it on over to Kobe.
Good evening, gentlemen. This week again, I am ignoring all data and all past results, and I'm going off a clear vibe alone. And this week, my vibe is pointing me towards none other than Carl Westwood. He hasn't qualified or practiced real well, but I'm not scared about that. I think he's planning a strategy that'll put him towards the front right at the end of the show. So fingers crossed it comes true. And that's all I got. Back to you, fellas.
Well, Kyle Westwood he is a fighter and he's a grinder. We saw that at Phoenix where he captured the checkered flag. He just grinded that race out, made the right strategy calls. So maybe Kobe's onto something. And of course, Tyler Cheney talked about the first win here back in the Xbox days. I remember those days as well. You're getting the first win in anything feels so great. which one of our picks or someone else like the man who I believe is on pole tonight, James Mullins. If I'm not mistaken, Mullins, I think he's going to go for 3 in a row, Wesley, if I'm not mistaken.
He's going to try. He's won back-to-back. We saw the dominant victory from him last time out. And then before that, the race winner got disqualified and put to the end of the longest line. So he inherited that victory by chance. So going 3 in a row is going to be James Mullins.
Yeah, James Mullins, man, he is on fire. We talked about Joseph Tucker early in the year, or excuse me, Michael Tucker. But, man, right now it's James Mullins country. Well, let's take a look at our starting lineup for tonight's race. And look at this. The 2 powerhouse. This is what I like to see. James Mullins, Michael Tucker on the front row. Now look back at row 2. We got a pair of Toyota and a Ford. Dakota Ramsel in the 03 in 3rd. Robert Lewis in 4th. Back here in 5th, Daniel Down. Tyler Cheney in the 6th spot. Back here in 7th, Cody Hemingway. Drew Prohl in the 8th spot. Back here, row 5, James Moore's my pick to win. Blair Holloman in the 10th spot. Back here in 11th, Tyler Rouse. Jordan Sailors, good qualifying for Rouse. Keith Snyder in 13th. Garrett Streets in the 14th position. In the 11, Mark Haynes, 15th for him. Colton Gardner, who's having a solid qualifying effort here, starts in the 16th. Jared Hayes in the 69 machine, starts 17th. Tommy Lark in the 04, he'll start 18th. Then Nick Zabowski starting in the 19th position in the 82. Toyota Tundra and Kobe's pick to win. Kyle Westwood starting 20th. And if you want to take it away.
Yeah, I'm good. 21st, we're going to see Dave Fuge. He's back again. He's going to be rolling off with Andrew Daggy to his outside in 22nd. 23rd, we see Hunter Hughes with associate teammate of sorts, Jacob Barker, 24th to his outside. 25th, we'll see Joseph DuPont with the 15 of Michael Madden and starting 26th. Next row on back, we got Sean Block and James Staples, 27th, 28th. Then 29th and 30th, Nathan Nixon to his outside, the 17 of Art Nicotera. 31st, we have David Salter with the 32nd spot, going to be Dustin Hart. 33rd, we got JP Jones to his outside, 34th, Noah Walters. 35th, we have Torrey Moore to his outside in 36th, Connor Fuge. And then starting 37th, last place on the grid is going to be Christopher Fuge in the 49.
And there are 37 trucks here at Long Pond Pocono Raceway. They're entering turn 3. Only 3 corners here. Mullins, Tucker, the 2 powerhouse men of the season, the 2 with the most wins, 2 and 3 apiece. Who captures one tonight? We're about to find out. The pace truck's gonna pull off. A long straightaway awaits these trucks. And the flag man's gonna lead them back to the green flag. Green flag in the air at Pocono. And a good push from the 03 of Ramsel.
Yeah, there's a major stack up on the outside line. Robert Lewis just did not get a great jump.
Car around, back of the pack. Someone around in the back of the pack got all squirrely. The 01, I believe, of Locke. And for the second week in a row, Locke crashes early on here tonight. Last week he was flipping at Texas, if you remember Wesley. I mean, that was one hard to forget. And now Sean Block, for the second week coming, gets wrapped up in an early incident. Let's take a look. Back here with Nathan Nixon, I believe that is on his inside. Oh, I don't think he was clear. To me, Wesley, that this looks like a lap 1 racing deal here at Poconos. You got to get in the draft, got to tuck up behind people, and I think he made a slight misjudgment, I would say, on the 01 of Locke. I mean, Locke didn't, the car spinning him did.
Yeah, these long straights is really going to be important managing the draft, so you want to be stuck up behind somebody. And then at the exact same time, this restart is going to be the greatest place to make up spots. And look how wide this front stretch is. So people are going to be aggressive. They're going to put it 3, 4, maybe 5 wide, trying to get as many positions as possible.
And when you got all that real estate, it's really inviting, but then it kind of tightens up once they get into the mid part of the corner. Even entering the corner, it's really inviting. These guys think they can send it off in there. And you just talked about before the race, this corner's not one you can just kind of dive it off in there. You got to prioritize your exit down to the short chute into the quick left-hander of turn 2. And these guys all trying to get spots here early and get all tangled up in the back of the pack. Either way, James Mullins and Tucker hold on to the front row. I'm surprised Ramsell didn't snatch second there from the 8 truck. He had a really good start. As Lockridge Motorsports puts my poor truck, that's 1 of 4. He has the worst luck. He's a newer oval racer. It is, when you get into oval racing, luck plays it a lot more than on the road side of it, man. It is a different beast coming over to the oval side of things.
Yeah, everybody makes fun of oval racing, say it's only a left turn. Well, guess what? These left turns are going over 150 miles an hour. That's a blink of an eye, and you might be collected in something you weren't expecting.
In the 04 pits, he started really decent, if I remember right. He started up there in the top 20, I believe. Not quite sure if I can remember exactly, but he was up there in the decent qualifying. He comes in early. This is what we're talking about with fuel. Even 1 lap could be the difference maker on the fuel strategy. So these see a few other cars right behind him peeling off onto pit road. So most of the trucks do end up staying out, as my fee on my end is having an absolute seizure.
Yeah, and to go back to what Gage was saying there, the 04 truck, he started 18th within that top 20. So, really interesting. But like you said, these little, even though it's 1 lap, it might make a difference between going to 3 stops to 2 stops.
I mean, you're 100% right, Wesley. I mean, every stop matters, and I mean, you won't go down a lap here unless you're really far back from the leader, because just how big and long the racetrack is here at Pocono Raceway, you won't go down a lap, but you're going to go down probably 30, 40 seconds, and that's not ideal in any sense of a scenario. So if you're one of these drivers at the back of the field, got nothing to lose, and don't have all that track position that these guys up front have, why not take the chance?
Yeah.
Let's talk about your boy Tyler Cheney. He dropped a few spots off that start because of the stack up on the top.
Yeah, the 14 truck, he did not get a good jump on that outside, spun his tires and created a huge stack up. A lot of guys on the outside lost positions. Tucker really the only one that maintained.
Yeah, Tucker did a good job, like usual. Tucker doing a decent job with the wheel in his hand. In the pace truck, that's going to get the lights turned off on top of it. So we got the 1 to go signal by the flag man. Just 1 long lap until we go back green. Well, some of the longest caution laps here, Wesley, they really make you think, maybe I don't want to cause another yellow, because they just last so long.
They do, and I also want to talk about that 14 truck. So I know how many Cheez-Its are painted on it. You want to try to guess?
I'm going to go with 1,000.
Not quite that many. We're in double digits.
Double digits? 55. I'm shooting big here. I'm sure I might way off.
It is 34 Cheez-Its on that 14 truck. The amazing the amazing Cheez-It Biffle Tribute, which is one of my favorites, though my favorite Biffle scheme of all time right now, run by James Mullins in first.
Yeah, that is a beautiful paint scheme. I'll give you that. That James Mullins machine with the Biffle Tribute looks amazing. I love Cheez-Its, man. They are so good. My favorite Cheez-It is the toasted Cheez-It. So I hope everyone at home and you can agree that those are the best Cheez-Its, because they are.
No, the Parmesan cheese ones.
That's completely wrong. So yeah, that's invalid. Chat, don't listen to him. People at home, don't listen to him, because that's wrong. I'm just kidding. They're okay. But I like my burnt Cheez-Its. Either way, we're going to go back green here. And the National Guard 60 machine of Mullins and Tucker are going to lead us back to the green flag. And it's back out here at Pocono Raceway. Green flag drops and Mullins with a good launch.
A lot better restart from the outside lane as well. Not that massive checkup. As you already see, truck snaking down the front straightaway, going 3 wide into turn 1. Mullins is going to keep the lead. Tucker very tight, but stays a hold a second.
Off of 2, Mullins keeps the lead. Look at all the fanning out, getting in and out of the draft further back in the field. If you're not in the draft drain on the front straightaway, you're going backwards. Here's a battle here for second. Daniel Dow onto the inside for P2. Bit of a different look here for Daniel Dow, and I usually see those blue and white colors. He's in the black truck, threw me off a little bit, but Daniel Dow goes into P2 early. Good move.
It's a good move, and through the tunnel turn, no less. So that's honestly really difficult. You're not braking, or you're not really braking. You're almost full throttle or just a little bit of lift. So those trucks are going through super fast, and it's going to be super tight and close whenever you make that move.
It's so tight, and if either of you mess up even a little bit, it is definitely, we're hitting the wall, and we're probably wrecking because it's hard to get out of the gas if the car's behind, and it's such chaos. Is Tyler Cheney? He's going for it. Up to P5 goes Tyler Cheney. Remember, he started 8th on the restart. Remember, like you said, the outside had a better restart, and Tyler Cheney as well. And here comes Daniel Dow for the race lead. Mullins goes way up the racetrack. Mullins loses 1 or 2 spots, might be 3, as they're all trying to get by the 60 truck. They see weakness, and they want that truck at the back of the field.
He's losing more than 2 or 3 spots. He's dropped all the way down to 6th off of turn 2. Gonna be even more as trucks are still up his inside. Oh!
A lot of
truck in the outside wall.
Yeah, a lot of trucks in the outside wall. Cody Hemingway has no help. He has 1 car down there with him, as we're all trying to snake down the front straightaway. Cheney up to 4th. Mullins kind of recovers back up inside the top 5 with the sack up. They're all 3 wide, spanning out everywhere in turns 1 and 2. They're going to file back 2 wide off of the exit of turn 1. I'm not used to having 3 corners.
No, they're not. We've seen Dow make a setup here going into 2. He'll peak low, and then the other truck's just not wanting another incident this early. Just going to give it up. Nobody there. Hemingway, look at that wiggle off of 2.
He got the wiggle off 2, but here he comes into 3. Down to the inside of Blair Holloman, looking for 6th. This Cody Hemingway. Going to be hard to hold that, though, with the outside lane momentum and the draft from the trucks in front.
And at the same time, Tucker got around Dow through 3, and Cheney got around Ramsdale for 3rd. Looking to hold on to it with Ramsdale still on his inside going here into 1.
He hasn't quite gotten it as Tyler Cheney in the Cash App Machine 54, but off of turn 1, I think he's got it wrapped up. It's in a nice little bow. A really nice move from Tyler Cheney, and now he'll set his sights on the top 2 of the podium. He sits in 3rd. He wants a little bit more, as it is just a whole draft train. Daniel Dow back to the race lead on the inside. Michael Tucker on the outside. This is going to slow both of them up. Maybe Cheney. Oh, big loose off of 2. 3 wide.
Now down 3 wide.
This is chaos entering turn 3 at Pocono. Everyone vying for the race lead. Daniel Dow, who is the leader of the last lap by, down to 4th, maybe 5th. Here comes Holloman on the outside. What a power move. And where did Blair Holloman come from?
He was just biding his time, being a little bit patient. Dow's definitely going to lose out. No one there behind him, no one in front of him. As you look further back into the pack, I think that was Morris peeking to the inside. No, that was my bad. That was Streets in the 68 peeking to the inside of Morris.
Very similar truck, so I'll forgive you. But they're side by side off of corner number 1, entering turn 2 into the short chute. Such a tight racetrack point in the racetrack here. They're going to go 2 by 2. There's Tyler Rouse to the outside of Streets. And Tyler Cheney trying to hold off Ramsdale for 2nd. They're going to fall back in line. You better not race too much, as they're 3 wide back there with Tyler Rouse. Don't want to race too much or let the car in front pull away. They seem to have sorted it out at least a little bit. These guys are still going at it. Streets trying to pinch the door off of Morris. Couldn't do it in time. Going to get freight trained on the bottom of the racetrack. And it's only been 10 laps, Wesley, and this has been absolutely intense racing.
Yeah, the trucks, I mean, they're massive. They've got a lot of downforce, a lot of horsepower as well. And we've seen great races recently. The aggression is never turned down. It's always set up to 10. And then come the end of the race, they're finding a way to set it to 20 or even maybe 50, to where it's just pure aggression. And it puts on a great show for us, something great to commentate. As you see, going 2 wide through the tunnel turn. That's Salter looking on the inside. Yes,
Salter?
that is Salter on the inside of Streets.
I thought that was Heath Snyder. I saw 29. Glad you said that. I said, yeah, it's the seat 29. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm mistaken. It is Snyder. Different paint scheme tonight from Heath Snyder. That's why I was a little confused. He's in a little bit of a different colors in the 29. It sits in 12th, so maybe a bit of colors would change the luck. Maybe that's what he's thinking here. Here at Pocono, in the tricky triangle. Don't need to bring a car that has had a lot of bad luck to a place that they call the tricky triangle. Well, Tyler Cheney, man, he is hunting down Michael Tucker. He's right in the wheel tracks. Just biting and biding his time. That is a beautiful cash out paint scheme. I do love that. It is a very nice looking car.
The truck produces 37 to 40% more downforce needed for the horsepower.
That doesn't shock me. There's a lot of horsepower in the truck, but not nearly as much as the Xfinity or truck or Cup cars. Ooh, the 8 was walking the dog a little bit off the exit. Oh, Cody Hemingway's really walking it. He got a little piece of the wall there. Nothing too bad. I don't think it'll even kill his run, but it's going to make him think better about getting on the gas maybe a little less early next time by. 3 cars under the blanket for the race lead. 4th is dropping back a little bit, and as Drew Prohl's up to 4th, I'm not sure where he's come from. Just all sorts of movement from 4th down to like 10th or 12th. And starting to finally see the players of this race. I think Michael Tucker is definitely a player tonight.
He is, and I think he's always a player.
Oh, he's always a player, but haven't really seen him in the dominant Michael Tucker that we've come accustomed to tonight in 2025 to 26 season, right? And tonight might be that night where we get back and get that 4th win on the year. And we talked about someone who's going to go 3 in a row tonight. Mullins is back in 8th. And he seems to be stuck there right now.
He is just a little bit back, but he stayed with this top pack, if you want to call it, the first 9 trucks all under a blanket. So everybody's still kind of running together. Then you got a small gap to 10th place of Morris.
A bit of a gap back there to Morris, and that's going to be hard to get back as Daniel Dow trying to pass Mullins, or Mullins trying to pass Dow. That is so tight off 1. And Mullins kind of ran him out of room, didn't have too much left. Daniel Dow kept his foot in it though and knew the risk. They all keep it straight off of 1. Now they enter the short chute in turn 2. Such a cool racetrack this is, Wesley, is cars are starting to get single filed out here, and there's, oh, I say that, and here comes Tyler Cheney to the race lead, entering 3. A mess up from Tucker, and Cheney takes advantage. New race leader, and maybe not for long, the crossover off of 3.
Yeah, both of them got loose, but Tyler was able to keep his momentum just a little bit better. Tucker right there at the line. Ramsdale going to push the 8 truck. 54 is going to be left alone on the high side. Meanwhile, Hemingway to the inside of Prohl.
That's a good move from Hemingway. I would have pushed the 54 if I was the 03. Could have freight trained the dominant truck so far. As he pushes the 8 truck back clear to the race lead. But man, Tyler Cheney forced the 8 into a mistake in the bus stop. That's what made it there in the short chute. Bit of an issue through there. And that's what caused that.
Ooh. Truck still out there walking the turkey as they're sliding off of 2, not really wanting to lift full gas because they know it's possible. Get great momentum down that 3rd straightaway as the 8 and the 45, or not 45.
Oh, that's hard contact. Is that Cody Hemingway in the wall again off of corner number 3 there, Wesley?
I think it was Hemingway and Mullins.
That was some contact. Mullins starting to drive back to the front. He's to the inside of Blair Holloman. And the next lap, we are going to do a silent lap for Greg Biffle in commemoration of Greg and his whole family. But we got one more lap until we have our peace and silent lap. So I hope you all join with us here in about 30-second time. Tucker continues to lead this race, but man, Tyler Cheney is just all over him. And Ramsel's under pressure from Prohl, who's about to be under pressure from Cody Hemingway. And this is chaos. Tucker into turn 3. Wraps the bottom paint. And for lap 16, I ask all of you to be quiet with us here in the booth and everyone else for the late and great Greg Biffle. as lap 16 comes to a close here at Pocono, and there's not been too much going on up front here. That's changed in that lap. Everyone just kind of calmed down. See the gap back there to 10th. You were alluding on it just a few laps ago, Wesley. That back there to 10th, it's gone down to 3 seconds, about a second and a half off of 9th. Is James Morris. Dropped a far ways back from the top pack.
Yeah, and it's not as though the top pack are all just relaxing and trying to race with each other. They're racing against each other. As you see, two wide here through turn 2, the tunnel turn. Mullins gains another spot, this time going around Blair Holloman for 6th.
I think Blair Holloman said, you just take that. We're not going too wide through there. As we see cars right ahead of them. I think going 3 or 2 wide for 4th. Yes, I believe so. Pro looking to the inside of Cody. Oh, Tyler Cheney. He did hit the wall. That's going to kill the momentum of the 54 Cash App Toyota Tundra. Here comes Dakota Ramsel, clear into P2. That's big track position loss. Now Hemingway to the inside. So Cheney, one mistake, loses 1 spot, trying to not make it 2. I think he'll stay to the outside of the 10s. I think he's safe for now on Cody Hemingway. Well, here comes Drew Prohl. He's going to actually push the 10 truck. Cheney is not clear. That push is what did him in. They're all going to sort it out. They'll all live to fight another day. That was almost for Tyler Cheney. You saw Mullins a minute ago at the start of the restart. He went far back. Cheney did not want that to happen.
Oh, he didn't, and it's honestly a great recovery if you'd like to call it that, but saving position, as you see up there, Ramsdale, he's sideways, and he's sideways in the wall again.
That's not good. I mean, you don't want to do it too much. You might hit it a little harder, and it might actually hurt the race car. And if you get the side force off this car, especially at a track like this, damage it even a little bit, that car will swing loose or tight. Cannot do that. Need to calm down here. Get our head together here. Is here. Whoa, what a move from Pro all the way to the top of the boards. He's going to have to lift, or they're going to be contact with Cody Hemingway. And James Mullins says, thank you very much.
Mullins, he's going to keep it on the inside. Hopefully get Prohl to make a little mistake here. Prohl, though, he was kind of clear in the corner, but lets off through 2. Mullins with a great amount of momentum here. Going to keep it on the inside of 3.
I think the Prohl's going to have it here as long as he doesn't overshoot the exit. Looks like Prohl does a good job not doing so. There's Cody Hemingway in the wall again.
With the big slapper.
Man, this is a 50. This was 2 Toyotas of Shady and Hemingway. They've become accustomed to that outside turn 3 wall. Ramsel's in a Toyota as well. He's not had that handling element. As Chevy leads, the highest forward is Pro. Oh, Hemingway is walking that turkey there off of in turn 1. And he was so loose through the corner. Slips up big time. That opened up the door for Pro, and that's going to be an easy move for P4. Cody Hemingway defends entering the bus stop, or not the bus stop, excuse me. The short chute is Holloman, slides up the racetrack, and Daniel Dow smells the blood in the water.
I just want to say, look at that gap has slowly decreased now. That second pack only a second behind the lead one here. Whoa. As they're 3 wide going through 3.
Sort it out. And no one hit the wall either off of... Oh, car around!
Oh, there goes Nagy.
Doesn't seem to be... Oh, caution is out. Caution is out. So caution comes out. I thought he was going to get off the racing surface there, not cause the yellow. Thought he was actually going to get not on pit road us. I don't think he sped or anything. I don't think he hit anything either. I'm not sure what happened there. Just saw him sideways. And we got a report, no black flag for the 99 Greg Biffle 3M tribute car. He's good to go. I think the 82 tries to do a crossover. Doesn't see the 99 probably all the way down there. And whoa, he's heading for them barrels. And he's like, oh no, this is going to be the end of my day. Somehow he locks it down in the perfect way. Doesn't get a speeding penalty. I'm not too bad there, Wesley. I think he'd take that for what happened.
I think he would as well. And that's just a lot of racing room. I think that's why we saw the yellow get thrown. Because that track goes all the way to that wall, so it's a wide front stretch where a lot of cars can potentially race on.
That's true, and if he hits those barrels, he might come careening back into traffic and cause an even bigger wreck. Luckily, he did not hit the barrels, thank God. Nonetheless, he's going to spin out and bring out our second caution of the evening here. We're starting to see a bit of a gap form, and now Michael Tucker, who is not the race leader. Oh, scoring pilot's wrong. I was like, whoa. Michael Tucker is the race leader. Michael Tucker, after all that hard work and the tires are starting to come in, starting to see the better trucks pull away from each other, well, that's all gone. I mean, Wesley, do you know how many sets we have here tonight?
Sets for tonight, I think it was... Yeah, I was right. It was 3 sets left on pit road plus whatever they started with. So a total of 4 sets through 70 laps. That's going to give them about 18 laps a set, roughly 18, 17. So if they were to split it perfectly through all 4 sets, but as you've seen, some of these guys have gone 22 laps. I'm not exactly sure what the fuel length looks like for tonight, so I can't tell you how long or how many times they're going to have to pit. I'm guessing it's between a 1 and a 2 stop.
I would say at this point, it's got to be really close for the 1 or 2 stop. You see fuel limit 30 to 35. Yeah, they can't make it on 1 stop here, so it's going to go to 55, 50-ish, somewhere in that 50 range. The high 50s if you're going to go really long. And then you're going to make a really quick, probably splash of fuel. I was a voice crack and a half right there. But probably, what's the call here, Wesley? If you're going to come down pit road, right? It's late in the race and there's 13 laps to go and you think this race might go green. Do you take right side tires maybe and just put just enough fuel to make it?
I'm not sure about the difference between rights and full 4 sets of full 4 tires, but I'd go with maybe fill the truck up. You know you're going to have to come in one more time after this. The right sides might be a little bit of a gamble.
Let me see, 31 laps, what we're doing in official testing. So yeah, I mean, if they're only going to, that's saying someone's not saving gas, right, and all that good stuff. And the caution laps will help the fuel window as well. But I mean, with all that being said, it might be kind of close. I mean, what I was talking about is obviously you're going to pack her full of fuel here, but when we go green again, if we go green enough to get green flag pit stops, with track position being as huge as it is, and times aren't too different here. I'm not sure. Probably the truck. Oh, is Michael Tucker got a penalty? End of line for Michael Tucker. That's big, Wesley. That is race ender right there. I don't see him coming back from that. This race is not long enough, and that is a blow to this number 8 truck.
Yeah, just speeding on pit road's always going to cost you. You want to talk about how tough it is on the track. Well, guess what? Tougher in the pits, mental mistakes, it can cost you a lot of time, a lot of positions, and he's going to have a fun time getting through this field. We know that 8 truck is fast, but even then, it's a long way to go, buddy.
I mean, we saw how ferociously the top 10 was battling. I don't want to know what was going on in the middle of the pack back there. And the last caution was in the middle of the back half of the pack, and he's going to be starting dead last of the running cars, I would assume, in the field tonight. So he's got a lot of work, does Michael, to get through this field again. I mean, there's still 52 laps to go this time. But here at Pocono, every pass takes so long. One bad restart, and I don't know if he can get back up here. But don't count out Michael Tucker. He is very good. That is a blow and a half to the 8 machine, that a Chevy that's led a lot of this race, and that opens up the door for the 3 Toyotas up front there. Ramsell, Cheney, your boy Cheney up there. James Mullins in the Chevy. Cody Hemingway up there in 4th. A lot of Chevys, the first 4 being pro pretty much all night. Tyler Rouse in the top 10 in the 81 truck. Good call, or good drive for Rouse so far. Give him a shout out in there in the top 10.
It is, and he always gets into very unlucky situations right at the end of the race. I want to see him do well, get a very good finish here. Again, Tyler Rouse, one of my friends, one of my boys. I went Xbox League racing with him for several years. So I want to see him do good. Of course, Tyler Cheney, same deal. I want to see him do good. I want to see a lot of these guys do good. Some of them have not had good luck as of recent. So just a good finish for them is going to do a heart world of damage.
I completely agree. I like to see some guys who's, had not only some bad luck, but just haven't had the speed maybe to get up here and get some good finishes. And it feels good not only from us up here in the stands, but it feels amazing for those guys. And Tyler Rouse has kind of struggled with some pace recently. But I mean, when he was starting up this year, he looked really good and sporty. Just some unfortunate incidents that were not his doing. Wrong place, wrong time. And Tyler Rouse is having another good run tonight in that 81 truck. Hopefully he can finish it off. He's going to go back green here with 51 laps to go in regulation. Unless we get an overtime. Hopefully we don't. Dave Ramsell leads the field here in the Toyota Tundra. Tyler Cheney to his outside. The flag man has the green ready to wave. Green flag back in the air here at Pocono. And Ramsell looked like he had a good launch off the line. Yes, he does. Right up to the top of the racetrack to give the draft to Tyler Cheney. Probably not wanting Mullins to get back up into this top 3 race.
Even if he doesn't want Mullins to get back into the top 3 race, he's right there on the inside of Hemingway. And they're still going to be side by side down this second long straightaway. Mullins eventually, though, going to slip into line right there behind the 10 truck.
So Mullins back to 4th. Started 3rd on the restart, so loses the spot off the start. To be kind of expected, though, if the top gets rolling, it's kind of hard to keep it going on the bottom without the momentum. They're all over the place in the middle of the back half of the field. Tyler Rouse has lost 3 spots from 7th. On the restart, bottom lane, not the lane you want to start in, most likely, unless you're the race leader. Here's Jordan Sailors on the inside. As we hear Lockridge Motorsports to the front. I saw a car in the wall off of 3 pretty hard. No yellow, obviously, but I saw someone pancake the wall hard. Tyler Rouse back into the top 10, just past Jordan Sailors. Daniel Dallas falling out of the top 10. Here's a battle inside the top 5.
Daniel Dow might have fallen outside the top 10, but guess what? He's very aggressive going into that tunnel turn.
Oh, car around. 3 cars around. Back straightaway. And they all have heavy damage. Caution is out. Cautions breed cautions. The 18 of Hunter Hughes. Dick Jazbowski is actually further back. I think he had a different issue. One car has a meatball. Let's take a look at that. This seemed like someone lost it. They might have had help. I'm not sure. I mean, all 3 of these trucks at the back half of the field here just spin out. There's the one truck more. Barker all the way to the top. And, ooh, Nathan Nixon for the 2nd time tonight. Takes another truck out. And Nathan Nixon for the 2nd time tonight gets nothing better of it. Oh, is that Locke again? Oh, my gosh. Locke again. Man. Well, that is... If I'm Locke, man, Sean Block, I am so done with that 3 truck tonight. He's caused, well, I guess he might have got locked. He might have got dumped anyways from Hunter Hughes. But who knows? Man, Sean Block has just had nothing go his way. Last 2 races, really.
Yeah, and sometimes Lady Luck just doesn't love you. Granted, it's not the Lady in Black, which that track, when we get there, that's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Here's the one truck.
And then overshot the pit lane to back out.
Yeah, he's done. I don't blame him. I'd be very annoyed too. He just got clean dumped out by the 3 truck. I don't think anything intentional. It's just the 3's not a good night for Nathan Nixon, the guy we usually see up here with the Cheneys, Ramsells, the Mullins in the top 10, top 5. Not having a good night and not making any friends either doing so. So when he is in this position again, well, maybe going back to fighting with these guys up here or lapping them, either or. They're not going to play as friendly as they might have before. Definitely got to think big picture here. Either way, Nathan Nixon involved in 2 tonight. Both involving Sean Block in the 01. And Dave Ramsell, though, out front here. Wesley having a good run so far.
Yeah, it's a very good run. You saw he was up there fighting almost the whole time around with Tucker and Cheney for the lead.
Do we see any cars pit here is the question.
Couple of guys further back. Why not go ahead and take the gamble?
Take some more gas. Why not? I mean, they're not going to lose too much track position, if any, really. So why not take some gas? A little gas never hurt, and I would assume Michael Tucker might be going with them. Or he might be staying out to get some track position. I don't see his truck anywhere, so I believe he might be staying out. Not in the top 10 or 20 quite
Tucker
yet.
Indeed did stay out for that run.
He's up to 26, so probably a few spots gained for him. for that 8 truck. Try to get some track position back because it's so hard to get through the field. And if we get a slew of yellows, laps go pretty fast. There's only, 70 laps tonight. That goes pretty quick if the track goes green or yellows come out. Either or, they go pretty quickly. And get used up pretty quick for the racing laps. I had 3 lead changes for tonight's race. 1 on the racetrack, or 2 on the racetrack, excuse me. And then 1 on pit road. Or not pit road, a speeding penalty derailed the 8 truck. 3 cautions for 7 laps, about to be 8. At 27 laps so far done. We're about to be fitting 42 laps to go. We're about to click off 28 laps done. And we were getting to a rhythm there, and now we're starting to kind of get into the caution fest. Jezebowski, again, reports has an EOL from our man behind the booth. Not sure for what. Might have been involved in the contact. I know he wasn't back. He was like really far back. Came after exiting pit lane, so we're going to assume speeding here. As we're going to get back to 1 to go this time. We're going to rack these trucks up again, Wesley, and we're going to try again. Hopefully they can play a little nicer this time.
A little bit nicer, and little switch up here. The leader of Ramsdale, he's going to take the outside for the restart, put the 54 on the inside.
I love that, but I don't love giving Mullins a shot to get back up here. If I was anyone up here, I want that 60 truck not up here. I want him at the back half of the top 10, as they're checking up back to the field. They might be running into each other. One made a big evasive move all the way to the back. But I would not want that 60 National Guard machine up here back in contention, Wesley. He's so fast. I think he just had a big moment on that one restart. They kind of just caught him napping. And if you give him the track position like Michael Tucker had, I don't know if he'll give it back.
I'm not sure any of these guys are really going to give up any track position they get. It's going to be a lot of take and not any give.
Yeah, no take or give here, or a lot of take, not a lot of give tonight. I actually wanted him behind us on the restart. I mean, he is good. He's a great pusher. But he is really good as a driver, so he's definitely someone you got to watch for. I made the call. Well, I mean, hopefully it's the right call, right? I don't hate the call. I don't mind the call.
We're just a little bit more worried about whenever he gets clear of the 54 of Cheney. If he doesn't get a good start, is he gonna stick with you?
I don't think he'll stick with him, but Ramsel's been really good tonight. He's kind of underrated. We've talked a lot about him, but good second or third all night tonight. And now he's leading the race for about 5 or 6 laps here after Michael Tucker had his penalty. He looks really good and sporty here. So, I mean, don't count this 03 out. He's definitely sporty in that Tundra tonight. There goes that pace truck. Going to fly off the racetrack. And now these trucks are going to fly down Long Pond straightaway. Green flag back in the air.
A great jump by the leader of Ramsdale. Cheney spun the tires a little bit. Going to stack up the inside line. It's going to let Mullins be right to his outside going into 1. Hemingway's already found his way up to the top of the track.
And
Cheney drives it in deep, though.
And Cheney drives it really deep. Good sign there. He's drove it off into the corner. Still side by side for P2. Hemingway, does he push the 10 or the 54? Excuse me, he is the 10 or the 60. He decides to push Mullins. Mullins cleared to second. Hemingway not clear for third. Cheney still there in the short shoe. That tunnel turn is so scary. It is so scary, too wide.
It is, and a lot of the field was too wide through it, not wanting to give up position they had. Meanwhile, Cheney's still under fire.
Yeah, Prohl gets to his outside quarter, and Prohl almost got to the outside quarter of the 10 of Hemingway as they're all pancaking the outside wall here. If I'm Cheney, probably just fall back in line. That's what he does. Falls back into the outside line. There's only one truck, lone truck on the bottom there. I believe that's James Morrison. Or James Morris, excuse me, not Morrison. He's down on the bottom of the racetrack trying to get some spots. Tyler Rouse battling back there with Blair Holloman for the 8th, 7th, and 6th spot. Cheney back to 5th. He's gone back 3 spots from where he started in the 2nd position on the restart. 2 by 2 through the tunnel turn, Wesley.
2x2. Anybody going to come out? A lot of trucks. We see a little bit of wiggle on exit, just trying to keep the throttle pinned. No one smacked the wall, though, so not going to be a lot of evasive maneuvers going into 3. See trucks all the way wrapping the yellow paint, some even higher up top.
Oh, car around the 22 hard to the outside wall.
And they're
Big
still
wreck
looking back there.
Straight away. Wow, that was
13,
really
49
late.
to 40.
That was really late in the corner, Wesley, for that to oh, he hit Andrew Nagy. Wow. I mean, that the way he spun looked like Kurt Busch when he wrecked his qualifying lap. Oh my God, that is just chaos. I have no idea what's going on here. It's the 22. Oh, wow.
Dave
That
loses
is a
it mid-quarter.
really
Colt
weird
tries
one.
to stay high. Just
Wow.
ooh.
That comes around on him so quickly. How can we say that one more time? That thing comes just shooting around. That thing, I don't think I've ever seen a truck do that here. They get loose off the exit, but man, that is just wow. Maybe some net code? That's the only thing I can think of. That
the only
just
thing
comes
I
around
can
so
think of as
fast.
well.
That's what it looks like, is a lot of trucks back here get damaged.
19 involved, 28 also involved.
The 8 involved, who I think might have made the net code, and we think made net code contact. Obviously, he was nowhere near him if it was net code. If that is net code, that's really bad. But that's what it looked like. Was that thing just shot around?
It was. I think that might be the only reason for it is a net code issue, because there was no one to the inside of the 22 there whenever he did loop suddenly like that.
Yeah, that's not something like he didn't get any iota of being loose at all. And these trucks like to get yawed out, at least before they spin. Man, that is a weird one. And I saw him around. It looked like Kurt Busch when he wrecked in qualifying and got that career-ending concussion. That was just violent. And then the whole field's right behind him, just piling into each other. Wow, there's another Fuge there. Involved.
All 3 were involved in it.
Oh, whole family got involved in that one. That's not good. Not good there. And they need some of that. What was that? What were you calling that spray you were telling me about here earlier? Let's tell the fans here.
The Ultra Strength Fuge Spray. It's a running joke from another league that, hey, t-shirts, mugs, and hoodies available at some SMR's team shop. So go buy that if you need some to protect yourself from Connor, Chris, or myself. But yeah, it's might be needed for some of the drivers. Not exactly sure about what that was tonight, but just always be protected near them.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I was really, that was such a crazy wreck. So out of order, especially for iRacing. iRacing doesn't have those quick moments really. Obviously, there's no tire fallout or blowouts. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. The right rear came down on him and just exploded. It shot around so fast. Either way, a lot of trucks involved in that wreck.
Yeah, as Lockridge Motorsports said in chat, yard sale turn 3. Looking for any good race memorabilia, car parts, or just some good tire rubber and smoke. Turn 3 is where you could get it, apparently.
I think I might agree with that. If my mother was here, she would be all over that, man. She is a freak about those sheet metals and things. She goes all haywire for them. Tell you what, might be her favorite thing in the world. So she might like it more than me, right? But nonetheless, it was a parking lot, and there's a little bit of a garage sale. Off in turn 3. And now we're going to go back racing here, and I hope we can get into a rhythm here, Wesley. We've just been so stalled.
It's been stalled a little bit. I'd love to see more of a rhythm to get some green flags ticked off. See possibly a green flag cycle of pit stops be made. And Ramsdale again, he's going to go to the outside, let Mullins take the inside. He's going to have Prohl sitting there behind him.
Oh, I think we just missed something here, as we're in that really, really tight fuel window, Wesley. Like, if you come down here, get maybe one more yellow, you might be good on fuel. Remember, we said 30 to 35 laps in the fuel window when Kobe showed us a minute ago, or quite a minute ago now. But that's doable here.
It's doable. Lift and coast into the turn. Stay tucked up in the draft. Don't run full throttle. And you can save some gas. But like you said, it's going to be really tight. A yellow would definitely help out with it, though.
Yeah, one yellow. We've had a few here, so I think we might be in store for at least one more until we go green. Obviously, you don't want to go too late into the run for these guys. Then you'd have to change tires. Then it really wouldn't work in your advantage at all. Unless you just stayed out like a maniac. Tires do mean something in the trucks here. They are a big factor. Cup car has a bit more dirty air than the trucks here. A lot of downforce for them, so they can kind of be in each other's wake a lot more. Cup car is a big no-no. You can't be in anyone's wake in the cup car here. Does not like it, but the trucks are a bit nicer to each other. And we're going to get that big truck in front of all these fast trucks out of the way. Lap 34 is going to click off. We're going to go to lap 35 when we go back green. Here at Pocono Raceway, Wentzel leads us to the restart again. Another great launch.
Yeah, it is. Mullins is sitting duck on the inside, though the 80 Pro, he didn't get a good launch either, so Mullins, he's going to slip clear into second quite easily. Now it's side by side for third, fifth on back.
That it is. Side by side further back. Hemingway falls back in fourth. Tyler Cheney back there in sixth. And the Cash App 54 Toyota Tundra, he's going to fall back to the outside. Tyler Rouse continues to hang in the top 10. Oh, Daniel Dow back into the top 10. Wentzel leads off the bus, or not the bus stop. I keep saying bus stop.
We're not at the Glen yet.
Not at the Glen yet. Off of the tunnel turn, off of 2. Now into 3 in the really windy turn 3. Or really wide, not windy.
Really long
really
turn 3.
It is. It's really different. When you drive this track, you think you can send it in, or you think you can really back it up. You can't do either, really. You kind of have to do a mixture of both and everything. It's such a weird corner. It's really cool. Really a fun. This is such a unique track here. And it really puts on a great product, too. We're about to see another great product, because here comes Prohl looking on P2 of James Mullins. Mullins didn't have a great front straightaway. Had a poor exit off 3. Hemingway, though, gets to the inside of of Prohl. Now they're going to slide
back out of it. Think better.
Look at Cheney outside of Blair Holloman through the bus stop. Short shoot. What a move. Tyler Cheney up to P5.
And now he's going to look at the 10 truck at Hemingway in front of him.
Not through the bus stop, though.
Not through the bus stop, through the tunnel turn.
The tunnel turn, there we go. He might actually get a spot here, because they're going to freight train Hemingway on the inside. Big shoves in that outside lane. Hemingway on the bottom of the racetrack. Some dirty air on Tyler Cheney's hot rod. As there's a disappearing truck somewhere in there.
That would have been the 10 truck with a little blinky blink. But now, like you said, on the front stretch, he's going to get freight trained here down the second straightaway. Cheney clear through to fourth.
Go Cheney up to fourth, though, driving back to the field after a bad restart. Whoa, big wiggle from Prohl. Cheney got out of the gas, opened up the door for Hemingway to come back up the inside. Hemingway says, no, I'll go to the outside, actually. Thank you very much. Cheney wrapping the paint there on the bottom of the racetrack. And he hits the wall, wrapped a bit more paint off the wall.
And not too far behind these, about 2 trucks in between them, Tyler Rouse. He just got around Mullins going into 7th place. He's on the move as well. Both Tylers moving up through the field.
What a job from this man. I mean, what a great run for Tyler. Running in 7th, right ahead of the 2nd place points position. And if you're James Morris, you want to kind of go green, I think, because Tucker's deep in the field. This is a big points day if you're James Morris.
It definitely is. He's going to want that 8 truck to stay marred back in the field. Though Tucker, he's not doing too bad last time around. He scored
14th.
Well,
That's
he was
great.
14th, 15th, so he's moving up slowly but surely, but still taking a lot of time to do so.
That's really impressive, though, coming all the way from last, and with all the yellows we've had, he's done a really good job, as there's absolute chaos back there. That might be why he's moving through the field so much. Yeah, 4 wide down front straightaway. We've got some bump drafting and all. Back to the COT days. And Tucker's right in the middle of it all. 3 wide, entering turn 1. That's going to be tight. Oh, that is so tight. Tucker's just like, get out of here. These guys are insane.
It's going to be really tight off of one
contact, and around he goes. I believe that's Kyle Westwood. No contact. What a save. Ooh, that's a smooth operation right there. From not hitting the inside wall. Yellow is out. And now I definitely think you pit if you're at the back of the field. Probably tires too. Let's take a look at that. That just, we saw that coming, Wesley. They were getting all crazy back here. Getting all amped up. They're puffing their chests out, and well. Yeah, that's just, and they're 4 wide. That purple truck's on the inside of them. They definitely have some damage, though. All 4 of those trucks have some damage. Nothing major. Could have been way worse for Kyle Westwood.
It's the inside wall just a little bit, but not a lot of damage to it.
Nah, that's just a kiss. It's just a kiss. Just a kiss. Wow. And we're on lap 40 here of this scheduled race. If I'm at the back of the field, I'm pitting because I think they can make it here, Wesley. I really do. I think this could be the time to win this race right here. Get ahead of the fuel strategy. You'll be in a good spot for the rest of the race.
Yeah, from here, I think they definitely can make it. So might see some cars come down for their final stop. Hope that they're able to hold on if not more cautions come in and somebody gets fresher tires behind them.
Yeah, and some cars don't expect. Also, if these guys in the front pit, don't be surprised when a lot of guys out back don't pit. So they've been filling it up on fuel and probably saving gas, hoping for this exact scenario. And I think we're going to see a really busy pit road.
I think so as well. Almost everybody's towards the bottom of the track, typically signaling they are going to come in this time. So expect pit road to be very busy, possibly the money stop of the night. Don't slide through your box. Don't get caught speeding.
Yeah, no speeding. Do not do Michael Tucker's speeding. Don't do his classes on pit road. So far here at Pocono is the first 4 trucks pit. Hemingway comes down with them. Wow, that's a lot of trucks.
I think that is the whole field into the pits.
Wow. Oh, some cars I think staying out. I'm not quite sure though. I see one truck on the field out there. I see one lone wolf out there. Ramsel, don't slide your boxes. Ooh, Mullins came in really hot there. He does have the pole, so it's going to help him getting off pit road. There's one car. Oh, I thought that was a car leaving the Cheez-Its machine of Lewis. He is not. There's Prohl off pit road. First run off is Drew Prohl. Then it's Mullins who actually beats out Ramsel. Cheney is 4th off. Wow. Who saw that one coming? Drew Prohl's pit crew needs a raise.
I think he took a little bit of gamble. I don't think that's 4 tires. I think that was only 2.
I like it though. I mean, really, we haven't ran very many laps. To be honest, like we really haven't. I mean, the ones we have ran, there's not been any tire saving or brake saving like you mentioned before the race started. There's been none of that. But this isn't too bad. If I am Drew Prohl, he hasn't had track position like the lead all race. It's been really hard to get past the leader. Ramsel's been kind of having the stranglehold ever since he got the lead. I mean, I know Cheney passed Tucker for like a lap there. Tucker got him back. Mullins obviously had to slip up on the restart through the tunnel turn. But really haven't seen anyone, aside from Cheney, pass on green flag for the race lead.
I mean, we saw Prohl do it. He's ballsy through the tunnel turn to 2.
That's true. That's true. A lot of aggression tonight, which is always fun to watch. The aggression in these trucks tonight. And Drew Prohl, the race leader, there's a lap truck right in front of him. He has not scored on the lead lap. That's the 19. And Drew Prohl here, entering lap 41 here, Wesley. Lap 41.
Lap 41, so all these trucks can go to the end. Prohl's going to take the outside as well, let the 60 of Mullins be on his inside.
I like that. Cheney's a good push. He looks really good on the outside, but I mean, Cheney's also a really good car. If I'm Tyler Cheney, I'm hoping the 80 does not have any issues getting into the gas and does not spin the tires. If that happens, I think we'll see a big wreck on the straightaway.
I'm seeing the exact same thing you are. I'd be scared of that. I'd be scared of Tyler Cheney, anybody, not just on the outside, but any part of the field, somebody spinning the tires in front of you. Because then that's just going to bunch you up. You can't make moves until you hit that start-finish line. So if you're further back in the pack, you kind of just got to deal with what you've been given.
Yeah, and it's really weird because a lot of corners or a lot of start-finish line, or not start-finish lines, straightaways, they're not straight, right? Like, they're not perfectly straight. Like, when we go to a lot of these mile and a halves, they're not straight. You can kind of see everyone. There's a stack up. You can't here. It's straight as can be. There's no banking. You can't see anything in front of the truck in front of you. It is just, there's these spoilers are so big, the windows in the back aren't very big, you can't see a darn thing. So if there's a stack up, you might not even know about it unless you hear it on the radio. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful here. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, so you got to be careful. Restarts, great way to gain positions, as we always say. Also, very, very big time to lose them. And someone spins their tires, spins out in front of you, you're not going to know about it till last moment.
And Prohl, we're going to see if those tires do hold up. Good launch from Prohl. Looks like they hold up just fine. Not the best
Great
launch
start.
we've seen.
Yeah, great start from everybody. No stack ups. Mullins getting a good push from Ramsdale behind him, though. Prohl's going to be clear into 1 and 2. Oh, he's sliding through the turn. That's going to give Mullins the lead. Checks up the 54 of Cheney. They're going to have to gather the momentum back. Blair Hallman now to the back of Ramsdale, trying to keep him side by side with the 80 and 54.
Yeah, that was the fear if you're Cheney, right? That right there happening, him not having the pace through the tires. I mean, we haven't seen any trucks onto tires tonight. We don't know what they're supposed to do or what they're going to do. As there's the Ramsdale machine looking for P2 on Prohl, down into turn 3. Cheney looks like he'll follow him through, down to the inside. Well, not quite. A really good corner there from Prohl. Looks like he's gotten it gathered back up. Just had that big slide in turns 1. That opened up the door for James Mullins, and well, he took that opportunity, and he's boogieing off with the race lead.
I do the exact same thing. Race leader, they had a great jump. They got a little bit loose through the first turn. Guess what? You get past them. Now Tyler Cheney, he's up the inside here, looking to get third back off of Ramsdale.
And he'll have a draft off of the 80 Trucker Pro as he tried to get a draft off Mullins. That'll help him into the God, not the bus stop. I am butchering that tonight.
The tunnel turn gauge.
Oh my gosh. This stupid bus stop. When we go to Watkins Glen, it's going to be the goddamn tunnel turn. That's what it's going to happen, I'm telling you. Somehow I'm going to say tunnel turn. Oh, good Lord. Either way, Cheney up to P3. Ramsdale back to P4.
The leaders all the way down into the paint of the checkered on the front stretch, trying to break the draft, to break the toe. Mullins not wanting anybody to get close to him.
Now Tucker back into the mix here a little bit. Look at him up there, up inside the top 10. Michael Tucker in 9th, battling for the 8th spot. As Mullins is breaking the draft now, it's getting to that point where you don't want trucks to get back to your back bumper. So if I'm Cheney and Prohl, maybe work together a little bit here. And Ramsdale. Like, we can't fight too much or this 60 truck's going to pull away. I would rather, if I was these trucks, have Cheney, as there's a car around in the tunnel turn. Truck around, tunnel turn off of it, off of 2. I think that's Kyle Westwood. Yes, it is. Yeah, Kobe might have jinxed Kyle tonight. He might have jinxed Kyle tonight. It's been a rough day. Got inside the top 15, was doing decent. He had that incident that he was involved in. And he's involved. Oh my. Again. Nathan Nixon misjudged that one a lot. What a good job. Keeping the damage minimal again. Oh, well, never mind.
Until the 5 of Barker comes in.
Yeah, Barker had nowhere to go. A tunnel turn, you said him like a full throttle. And tried to check up, obviously. Yeah. Nathan Nixon, he's not even there. I mean, the 31 kind of comes down, but that's the racing line. It's the third incident that he is 100% caused tonight. That one is a bit more, you know, of a racing deal, but Nathan Nixon not one of his best nights, Wesley.
No, it's not. And like you said, real unfortunate for him. Great job minimizing damage the best he can, but that's not going to matter if you're constantly in it.
Yeah, that steering or that axle in the rear tires is destroyed. They hit hard with Barker. I'd be shocked if that truck's going to be 100% ever again. Unfortunate for Kyle Westwood. We're going to go to a quick commercial here as we're hit our stream of yellows. Let's take our first commercial break of the season. Catch you right back.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
And thank you everyone for hanging with us that pretty quick commercial break. We just kind of shaved one lap out of caution, and Nathan Nixon, after our third incident of the night, another racing deal, as the stewards have deemed. So, I mean, third one tonight, Wesley. Hopefully he can clean her up here. It was close. It's entering the tunnel turn. It's tight racing there, but gotta clean that up.
I hope everybody can clean it up a little bit. I want to go green till the end. I love green flag laps. It always gives us great races.
Yeah, we've had it. I mean, yours
gives us great racing time, great racing views. You see trucks fanning out, taking turns whenever they can, dive bombs, moves, whatever, and gives us a show. And the cautions kind of slow it down.
Well, it slowed it down all right, and it would have been one heck of a battle when they had that 20-lap run. Let's just kind of die down here. We can't keep it off each other here. Hopefully we can all keep it off each other here and get the ending 25 or so laps all under green. As Mullins continues to lead. Prohl on his inside in the second spot. I think he'll go backwards on this restart. Cheney is hoping he does not.
Yeah, they're going to want to see what happened last restart, where the leader, he got real deep into one trying to maintain it because and it was flipped. Prohl was the leader on the outside. Mullins was on the inside starting second. And Mullins stuck right with the 80 to where the 80 made a mistake trying to drive in deep to keep the lead. That's what Prohl and Tyler Cheney are going to want to see out of Mullins this time around.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's also the factor. Don't forget, the 80 of Prohl is on 2 right side tires. He's not on 4 like everyone else, so he doesn't have the grip. And I think you could see it when we had that little green flag run there for the few laps. I mean, Cheney and Ramsell were all over him. I mean, they weren't, like, wrecking him over him, but, like, they were right on him. Saying, you got to go, man, or we're going to pass you. We're going to work with you here, but only so much they can do. I think we've really found the 3 best trucks. I know Pearl's up here. I think he's a 4th or 5th place truck. I think there's 3 trucks in the race win, unless Michael Tucker can get back up here. That's the 03, the 54.
Tucker's restarting 7th.
Yeah, don't count out that 8 truck. He is really good. There's really 4 trucks that can win, and 3 of them are in the top 4. And If Tucker can get back up here, it'd be one heck of a drive from the self-inflicted speeding penalty. Here we go. We're going to go back racing here in Long Pond, Pennsylvania, hopefully for more of an extended period of time. On the outside is Mullins. Been the best restart lane so far tonight. Does that change? Roll on the bottom. Green flag back in the air.
A great jump by the 60. He's going to have... I'm sorry, I completely blanking right there. He's going to have Ramsdale go right with him. Tyler Cheney already moved up to the high side. Pro's going to get freight trained here.
I love that from Cheney. Cannot push this 80 truck any longer. Need to spit him out. Need to get up back inside the top 3. Cheney now to the outside for 3rd. He's going to clear him down this straightaway. Now there's a battle back here for the 4th spot as Snyder's moved inside the top 5. A quiet night from here's Daniel Dow back inside the top 5 as well. He gets to the outside for P5. And Prohl now on the 2 tires. That is not good. Once you lose the track position and you don't have the tires, it's going to be pretty hard to hold it. Dow sends it off into the corner. Can he get the exit he wants? Or is he going to slam the outside? Oh, wow. That's a really good job.
Great exit. Morris, meanwhile, all the way to the bottom of the track, breaking the draft. The Dragon's Tail coming into effect at Pocono.
Whoa.
Typically see it at Indianapolis during the 500, but still just as effective here.
And looky there, Tyler Cheney must have got a massive run from Heath Snyder because Cheney got to the outside of Ramsdell. Whoa,
It's
they're
a
all
tight
fainting.
squeeze by the 03.
Wow, that's so tight off of the corner of 1. Now they enter turn 2. Who gets through this one? Down into the tunnel turn. Cheney to the outside for P2. What a move. They're leaning on each other back there for 4th with Daniel Dow and Snyder. Cheney up to P2 in the Cash App machine.
Mullins, I think he's going to continue snaking to break that draft. You see right here, hits the front stretch all the way down to the bottom. Cheney's not going to follow him, though.
I love that from Cheney. Don't give him that. Don't let him feel like he's doing something good. He kind of gained on him, to be honest. Didn't follow the snake. You can lose time doing that. If you don't do it perfectly, just following the guy, you can kind of kill your own momentum. Just holding the outside lane, carrying that big draft. Let that guy kill his own momentum, and you just slowly eke up to him. Tyler Cheney has to play the patient game, but can't be too patient. Once he sees blood in the water and there's an opening, gotta take it. Because Ramsdell's right behind him. He's 1-2 car lengths back off of the tunnel turn.
Look who's sitting in 4th. Heath Snyder, the man that's had so much luck go against him. He's found his way to the top at the end of this race.
He's so good in the bigger tracks. And Heath Snyder up inside 4th. Inside the top 4 here in the closing. Whoa, 1 car really loose all the way to the bottom of the racetrack off of 2, or excuse me, 3. I believe that's Blair Holloman. Yeah, that's Blair. He had a big moment off of corner number 3. So now Mullins and Cheney up front, continuing to battle for the race lead. Ramsdell and Snyder as well, as here's Blair Holloman going at it with cars further back. Woohoo! That is tight off of corner number 1. Battle back here in the team positions. Woo-hoo-hoo, we're leaning on each other right there, Wesley. So tight through the tunnel turn. And I believe there's a battle for P2 further up the road. I think Ramsdell's gotten to the inside of Cheney. He's clear. Up to P2 goes Ramsdell. Dakota Ramsdell up to 2nd. Well, not for long. Here comes Snyder back with a push to Cheney. Cheney now trying to get the momentum. Down Long Pond straightaway. Snyder up to P3. Ramsdell down to 4th. The 03 now wrapping the paint again, trying to get by. Heath Snyder back into the top 3. And now he's going to push to 29. Really great run. Top 4 starting to break away from Daniel Dow. These are the 4. Well, not really the 4 we said, but these are the 4 who seem to have taken control. Tucker's gone backwards on this restart. Whoa, someone really sideways. I think that's Sailors. I believe that's Jordan Sailors in the 88. And here comes Tyler Cheney down to the inside. The Cash App Toyota Tundra takes the race lead at Pocono.
and he had a great run through turn 2, the tunnel turn that gave him that momentum. Now he's going to drag and tail down the front stretch, breaking the draft of the 60. Don't let him get to you, and if so, let him get to your inside, not your outside. Carry the momentum. 60 pushing the issue all the way into turn 1.
Good job in the arrow block there from Cheney. That's going to make Mullins slide up a little bit. He'll have the momentum off of the corner of 1. Now Cheney, does he snake here? No, he gives the draft to the 60 car.
We're within 20 laps to go. I do want to say they have a rule on blocking. You cannot do it until you're within these final 20 laps. If so, you're allowed 1 move to block the car behind you. So now these drivers are not only going to be aggressive going forward, but aggressive looking in their mirrors.
And look at Cheney. What a great job through the tunnel turn. Gains 3 car lengths through there. Can he gain more through turn 3? This Cash App Toyota is on rails as he pulls again off of turn 3.
All the way to the paint down the front stretch. Everybody falling behind him, those top 6, 7 cars. Not going to gain, though. Tyler made it perfectly into 1. Still clear behind him.
For 5th further back, here's Morris battling Daniel down for the 5th spot. The 2 in the 08 going at it. As Cheney snakes down the front, or down the straightaway yet again. Looks like Morris is going to get to the outside, up into P5. So now the battle is who can get by this 2 truck, as here's Daniel Dow further back. Woo, that is tight in front of Michael Tucker. As there's smoke further up the road, Snyder had a moment off of 2. Ramsel back to 3rd.
That's going to get Ramsel to 3rd, like you said, but now these top 3s, top 4, they're kind of evenly spread out. Mullins going to have a great run out of 3. Tyler Cheney choosing not to go down to the paint down the front stretch. Mullins going to be creeping up to him slowly, going into 1.
Now Mullins is going to be on stalking mode. He's going to slowly but surely eke back up to the 54 of Cheney. As Hemingway to the inside of Pro on the 2 tires. He's kind of evened out, I guess, in the top 10. He's just kind of hanging on there in the 80 truck on the 2-tire call. Starting to get some racing in here, and it's intense as we've gone green so far since the restart. Tucker back up to 8th as he's trying to get by Daniel Dow in the 2.
Meanwhile, back here, the Hornets nets of sorts. Holloman, he's on the outside.
That great truck went shooting down to the inside wall. Thought it was going around. He catches it. And now Tyler Rouse has moved him away further up the order. He's down to the inside of Blair Holloman. He might just have a perfect little hole there to fit into the outside. And there he goes.
And he's going to take it.
Really nice move. Gets one of them. Sills back inside the outside lane. Now he'll try again through the corner to get Blair Holloman. That's for 12th. Rouse back here in 13th. Cheney, his teammate, continues to lead the race. Here comes Nagy. Remember, he almost hit the inside retaining wall. With all the barrels, he's up in the top 15.
He's a little bit wiggly off turn 1 as well. I just want to correct you. Tylers are not teammates. They race for different teams here. Meanwhile, Mullins, he's going to the inside through the tunnel turn of Cheney. He's still there alongside 54, not able to eke it out. They kind of slid on exit as well.
Cheney and Mullins side by side for the lead up front. Cheney with the outside, though. I think he'll get a good run off of the corner exit. Does Ramsel go with the 54, or does he go with the 60? Well, he doesn't really have a choice. He's to the outside of that 60. National Guard machine. Does Heath Snyder get a chance at making the pass? No, he's going to stay in line and push this 60 truck. Cheney into turn 1. Ramsel P2. Mullins creeping to the top. I don't like that if I'm these 2 in front of him. As James Morris has started to creep his way into the picture here. Those Jordan Sailors kind of ran these 3 down. And here's Mullins back to the inside. Really good move here from Mullins. Can he complete the pass? Ooh, that is tight. Can't quite do it. Momentum back with Ramsel. He'll have the better line through 3. He'll pinch him off, give the dirty air to the 60 truck. He'll hang on to P2 for now.
These 2 fightings allowed the 54 of Cheney to kind of scamper off a little bit. Mullins back to the inside of the 03 of Ramsel. That's going to slow him down with the side draft a little bit more. Cheney splitting the draft up evenly between them, not letting either one get a true advantage.
I don't like that, though, because look at that. It makes Mullins go clear into P2. Yeah, so Wentzel, he could get the runoff exit. Cheney gonna break the draft now. Battle back here with Prohl. So much battling, Wesley. There's so much going on. Jordan Saylor's there.
Going on.
Woo-hoo, nailed
A
down.
little bit of a slide. Michael Tucker's going to keep that position.
I mean, there is so much battling. I love this. This is what we all have expected tonight from Pocono, and they are putting on an absolute banger of a show. Cheney out front, Mullins tracking him down. Everyone out back is battling like it's the last lap to go. Still so many laps, though.
I mean, not so many laps. We're almost 10 to go, 11 this time around. Mullins right to the back of the 54 of Cheney going into one. He's a little bit higher off the track, gonna square off the corner. Maybe get a run here, looking to go to the inside of the 54 into the tunnel turn of 2.
Got some good momentum. There's the 16 Mullins. He might get there. Here he comes. Mullins to the inside. Cheney doesn't even block. Races him clean. Trying to hang on to the outside lane. He gasses it up off of the tunnel turn. That car is screeching off the exit, but he hangs on. Hangs on again. Now through turns 3. Coming back to 10 to go. 10 of the longest laps of Tyler Cheney's season right here. The Cash App Toyota Tundra all the way to the paint. Caution is out. Big crash.
Oh.
I think that's the 69 of Hayes, parked off of 3, and that's what it is. One car's engine's gone kaput. And that puts strategy back into the hands of these drivers. The Cheez-Its Greg Biffle machine of Lewis in the 14. That thing is grenaded. Few grenades back here. Got a lot of meat. Whoa. What's going on? I'm not too sure about that one. I need to get back further. Oh, wow. This starts all the way on the
3.
Yeah, he gets into him there. He is sideways, and the 84 just cannot get away from him. Yeah, that's not on purpose. At first, I thought it might have been. That's a hard hit, though. Unfortunate for Lewis in the 14. And yeah, that car, that's the cars that we saw that got grenaded with the engines. Those things are done. Well, we can catch our breath for a second. I mean, these guys aren't. That's a hard hit. That is such a hard hit. Wow. We've seen some hard hits in turns 3 tonight.
We have just a little bit, and I think that comes with how long and challenging that corner is. Like you said, you can't exactly send it all the way in, and you can't lay back. It's a weird turn. So it has a lot of stuff going on exit, through the middle of the turn, and through the entry.
And a lot of guys drive it differently. Like, some guys like to, they like to hug the bottom. Some guys like to send it deep. Some guys like to check up in the middle. That's where, like, stuff like that can happen. And I don't think that was intentional at all. Just some guys racing here at Pocono got together and couldn't get off each other. We're under 10 to go. We did do a few good amount of laps here on these tires. And tires do mean something here. But do they mean enough for anyone in the top 15 to pit?
I'm not exactly sure about that. It's going to be a huge... I think some of these guys definitely still have tires. But like you said, within 10 to go, 15 laps difference, I want to say back half the field probably coming in.
I would say that as well. I don't think anyone in the top 10 will. Maybe even top 15. But I mean, if you're someone like a Tyler Rouse, right? Like, you don't have much to lose. I mean, the season's been a lot of unluck. You're in 12th. If you come down pit road, you're probably going to be one of the first cars off pit road. Restarts go your way. Some stack-ups happen. I mean, Tyler Rouse with fresh tires is scary. And he could cut his way through the field. Michael Tucker has made his way in the 5th quiet. Oh, whoa! Mullins down pit road. Wentzel, oh no! Is Cheney the only one that didn't pit? Where's Tyler Cheney?
Cheney stays out. He also got contact under caution there. That caused him to drop through the field.
What? If we get a look at that, I would love that, if we can. What is going on? Tyler Cheney contact under yellow. If you can find that there, Kobe. Because our race leader is not in. He's not even. Yeah, he's behind Fuge and Westwood. What has happened? That is a crushing blow for Tyler Cheney. I know he's up in third, but I think we found it. That was just a moment ago.
Look back about 2 laps, Kobe. It was during
it was like right as the caution came out, yeah. Oh yeah, I think this is where we're at.
A little bit before this.
I would love to know because he was doing so well. All right, here we go. Let's just watch this lap here. Caution comes out. Going into turn 1, I just want to know what happened here. And what caused
At this point, they'd be way ahead of the pace car, so they've got a whole lap around to get back to it.
Lap. We've already passed pit road, so you have to go another lap. We're getting reports from the Lockridge guys that Cheney doored him. I'm assuming Ramsell. Under yellow. I didn't see any animosity. Oh, what
right there.
What
I think Ramsdell was going fast trying to get up
all the way up. What is going on?
Yeah, I think Ramsdell was trying to go fast to get up to the pace car. Cheney was just kind of maintaining pace speed, which
was normal, really slow.
And didn't expect him there.
Wow, that is really weird. I'm not sure why Cheney's not catching the pace truck. He is slow. Ramsell was in third either way, so I'm lost on what he might have thought. Maybe the pace car was catching. That's the only thing I can think of and why he's going so slow. Wow, a turn of events and a half.
They were told to catch the pace truck, so Ramsdell put his foot in it to go catch up. Not everyone did, apparently.
I mean, Cheney, either way, that's fine, but Cheney comes from the third lane on the bottom. Wow, he's still up here in third. He's got a shot to win now, but wow, what a turn of events. I think if he stays out.
Yes, but he's
from third.
Second car inside row.
These two trucks in front of him have been involved in a bunch of wrecks, so I think he can get clear.
Yes, but Mullins, he's third car outside row on the freshest set of tires.
How many laps we got left to go here, Wesley? It's hard for me to see that up there in the top left. If you want to tell me what that is up there. 7 remaining. We're gonna go 6 to go this time. Good restart. I could see it in a quick yellow, but man, this just got flipped all on its head. The storybook ending we had for Tyler Cheney is about to get written away and thrown into the fire. Now we have you guys we haven't seen all night tonight. Kyle Westwood is now the race leader. We are going to come back to 6 to go at Pocono. Pace truck's off. I don't know what's going on, but chaos has erupted here at the Tricky Triangle. Green flag back in the air.
Great jump by Westwood. Launch.
Really good. Look at Mullins trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack. Cheney with a shove. And here comes the 22. He's going to cover the 54 entering turn 1. That was tight. They all slide around in turns 1 and 2.
Back up. Car round. Car round. 1.
Caution is out. Mullins, I think, is in 4th. Looked like a big crash. I think that's the 14, the Clemson car. The 69 of Hayes yet again. Involved in, I'm assuming, someone else's mess. See who is the perpetrator. I don't know what's going on. That's Morris, isn't it? That's Morris. Okay. Yeah, Sailors. Yeah, just comes up and cleans out the 08. The 2 truck gets spun around in the process. Oh, man, he was through it, too. That's such a shame. They just had to spin it down, lock it down. Looks like he got off the brakes a little bit. That car is done. That grenaded the engine. That's what that puff of smoke was. And really, Wesley, with that caution, it's going to be really hard for Mullins and Ramsell to get back to the lead.
It's going to put us at a normal race regulation green-white checkered, I think. But Mullins, he's going to restart 5th. Ramsell's going to restart 6th. That's the third row, both of them.
I thought Ramsell was in 4th. That's a big row loss. And Westwood's not going to give up the bottom. He's not. I mean, Westwood's not going to pick the bottom of the restart. So the bottom's going to check up probably with the 22 leading the bottom. Wow, this is just flipped all over its head. Kyle Westwood might win this race.
Westwood's also been involved in a couple of wrecks.
Yeah, he's been involved in other people's messes tonight. And I mean, yeah, Kobe's sports bet is looking really good. Said he had some magic feelings, and well, Stump stayed out on last pit. Is what we got our Lockridge Motorsport guys talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they have a good restart, 100%, they can get up there. Okay, so Mullins is not. I think Mullins is 4th.
Yeah, he is.
Now I'm not picking the top.
Lane too.
I'm not picking the top now. If I'm Westwood, I cannot let that 60 truck have all that clean air, have a good launch. He cannot do it.
Pit lane's open, a couple trucks faking.
Yeah, no takers aside from covers that trucks with some damage. Yeah, I see. You have to pick the bottom here if you're Westwood. If he picks the top, that's the wrong decision. You have to hope that Cheney and Fuge can hold up the 60 truck for these 2 laps, as I believe the pace, everyone's going down the bottom with the lap car by. It's just kind of funny how they did it. He has to pick bottom. If he picks the top, I think Mullins is going to win this race.
I agree. Westwood, don't pick the top here. Pick the bottom, or else Mullins, he's going to come sweeping by everybody. He's going to take that win again. Go 3 in a row.
I mean, he'll probably have a one-on-one battle. I don't think he has as bad tires as anyone else. I think he pit on the last caution. So he doesn't have a huge tire advantage over Westwood. Over the other 2, he does. Not so much over Westwood. I think he has a bit better tires. So it might be a bit harder of a pass. And if he's just thinking, if he thinks to himself, well, I could beat him. I'm good enough to beat him. Then, well, have at it. But if you want a sure shot, you don't have to deal with that. I'd say just let the 22 not have probably a good launch on old tires. It's been, which we've seen, any lane that's really not been the leader has struggled. The outside lane's a little better. And I think Cheney's a good enough car, though, to time it. And maybe clear the 22, which would spell disaster for the 60 of Mullins. So much to unpack.
Too many variables.
So much to unpack here. This thing just went all over the place. I think if Cheney doesn't spin out there, I think he probably doesn't pit still. He might come down, and if he doesn't pit, he's the leader now, right? And this is, I think he has it locked. But
well,
I don't think. Oh, is he coming from the outside? Wow.
Westwood's taking the outside there.
That's an interesting call. I don't agree with that call. If I'm Westwood, but Mullins will think, yeah, I'll take that. Take that happily, buddy. Well, this gives another shot and another crack at it for Fuge to have a... I mean, he could spin the tires and Mullins' whole lanes could just stack. That could open up the door for Dave Fuge Jr. and Tyler Cheney. And Heath Snyder in 5th. Or JP Jones, excuse me, not Heath Snyder. JP Jones. Ramsell in 6th. Don't count him out. He's had an amazing truck tonight. He has a good restart. He'll be right up there. Ducker's still in 7th. Kind of been stuck here no matter what the strategy, what's going on. Been stuck in the 7th position tonight. Lockridge Motorsports wondering how his 01 truck is still running. I don't know how Lock is still running. I thought that thing was grenaded. That's very impressive. The boys at the shop aren't going to be happy, but you know, the team owners can be happy with the resilience.
I'm just trying to figure out how this whole top 4 could win it. So Mullins, he wants Westwood to get an amazing restart here to where he can just fire off with them and just sweep around all these cars on older tires. Dave and Cheney both want Westwood to spin his tires, hold up that 60, but even then I think Cheney's probably got the better tires out of those two to where he can get around Dave and then just hope the other two hold up the 60. And then Westwood spins it, Cheney doesn't get around him. It's a whole lot of stuff's going to happen here. First, green, white, checkered, and in regulation.
Well, green flag's out, and it's a really even restart. Not the restart we were expecting. Fuge might fill the gap. He doesn't take it, though. I think he could have took it. But no, he's going for the race lead. Down into turn 1. Do we go 3 wide? That's going to be tight.
Mullins split in the middle. Westwood way up the track.
Westwood out of the groove. Cheney all the way from the bottom, almost into him. Here comes Wentzel. All the way to the bottom, 3 wide. Battle up front, the 22 and the 60. If Wentzel can get up here, he'll have a shot at the race win. Westwood now and back into third. As here comes Mullins, he'll clear the 22 of Fuge. Coming back to turn 3, no caution, and we'll have our final restart. If we can make it through the corner, that is.
And we've seen a lot of stuff happen off of 3.
I think we're going to make it to the start-finish line. The 22's
down into the pits.
That's going to be a black flag. Day over for the 22. Back to the front. Fuge out of the race and down pit road. Wentzel trying to get second. Tucker up here in the top 3. Tucker trying to eke out a second place finish tonight. 3 wide, still off of 1. Now down this straightaway, all of them with big runs. Everyone wanting real estate. 3 wide through the tunnel turn. This is not going to work out.
No, it doesn't. Throws a block on the 54. There's still.
Oh, and Westwood checks up big time. Gets ran over by Cheney. Cheney around. Westwood around. Big crash. Streets involved. It's all the National Guard machine, though. James Mullen, get the broom. Get the hat trick. Mullins wins in the tricky triangle. Wow. So much to unpack in those closing laps. And James Mullins comes away with one heck of a victory. I don't even know what to say. Let's take a look at this. This is just chaos. I think Cheney gets bumped by Heath Snyder.
Cheney gets into the back of the 80, and there's just 3 wide through the tunnel turn ain't gonna work. I'm sorry to say that. No, that's not gonna work, but these guys were not gonna give up position. They were gonna put their nose in there. It's the final lap.
Wow, that decision from Westwood to pick the top, the incident with Cheney before all this occurred. Looked like Tyler Cheney's or Mullins' race to win. Cheney took really himself out, or whatever the miscommunication was during the yellow. James Mullins is going to pick up a 3rd in a row here. Wow, this is insane to me. This is so crazy. He did a quick little burnout and he's already gone. Well, nonetheless, let's go ahead and take our quick commercial break before we go ahead and see our finishing results and get our top 3 drivers here up into the rating room.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
And welcome back, everybody. So I see a lot of you have Lockridge Motorsports and Chastity Tucker. A lot of people in there having some comments. A lot of comments. But we're back after our quick little break here. Let's go ahead and look at the finishing results, unofficial. There's going to be a lot of officiating here. Michael Tucker, I don't know how, but he's second. I mean, this man just continues to impress. I mean, he did everything right. He avoids the chaos, gets a P2 finish. Drew Prohl comes home in third. He was up there all night. Good run from him. Dakota Ramsel as well. Good run for him. Jordan Sailors, top 10 most tonight. Comes home fifth. Dustin Hart. Wow. I mean, I didn't see that 26 car up here, I don't think at all tonight. He comes home through the mayhem that was the last few laps in sixth. DuPont, the same deal. Hunter Hughes was involved in that big 3-car wreck off of one, and he ends up 8th somehow. Tyler Rouse in 9th. Heath Snyder gets a solid top 10. Yeah, Race Control is going to have their workload tonight in the chat there, Court. Blair Holloman 11th, Christopher Fuge in 12th. Jared Hayes sits 13th. Solid run for the 69, who was involved in a lot of incidents tonight. Matt in 14th, JP Jones in 15th. Hemingway comes home in 16th. He was a top 10, top 5 truck all the night. He's kind of fithered away with all the chaos in the closing laps. Noah Walters with the top 20. Andrew Nagy had that first yellow he had in the early part of the race. Nick Sezbowski in 19th, and Daniel Dow running out the top 20. If you want to take the rest of the guys here, Wes.
Yeah, going through 21st is going to be Art Nicotera. Tyler Cheney involved in that last lap wreck off of the tunnel turn, going to come home 22nd. 23rd, Nathan Nixon involved in quite a bit tonight. Garrett Street's also involved in that wreck at the end, 24th. David Salter's going to come home 25th. Jacob Barker, we saw him tangled up quite a bit, going to be 26th. 27th, Kyle Westwood involved in quite a bit tonight, and just bad strategy, we think, on his part, taking the top side and letting Mullins really get there quickly. Dave Fuge Jr. going to come home 28th. Restarted second there on the first on the inside. Final restart into that green white checkered. 29th, we've got Sean Block. 30th, Tommy Lark. And 31st, we're going to have James A. Morris. He got caught up to bring out that green white checkered.
Yeah.
Robert Lewis also involved through several things throughout the day. James Staples in 32nd. Robert Lewis was 33rd. James Staples 32nd. 34th, Colton Gardner. 35th, Connor Fuge. 36th, the 11th of Mark Haynes. And 37th, the 1-car Tory Moore. We saw him blow up about halfway through the race.
Yeah, a lot of carnage tonight, Wesley. I see a lot of cars, a lot less cars than I thought there would be on the laps down list. But let's go ahead and get the man who survived all that carnage and got a solid 3rd place tonight. Let's get Drew Prohl up in here. Drew, my man, do you got a copy?
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, my man. I mean, we just witnessed an absolute insane ending to the race. It was really shaping together. A great battle with the green flag. Had that caution come out, and I mean, chaos kind of ensued. Talk me through just the last, really the whole race, but especially the last 10 laps.
Everybody was just getting really ramped up because it's the last 10 laps. Not a lot of give in that one. And going there on the white, going into the tunnel turn, I seen Michael, Westwood, and Dakota battling each other. And right when I got to that first cone, I jabbed the brakes and dove it to the inside. I didn't even see in the mirror that Cheney was coming up that quick. And I kind of feel like that was part of the beginning of the calamity out of the tunnel turn, was when he gave me a shot. And then I just tried to get past Dakota, and I had Michael giving me that draft, and Dakota was trying to take the side draft, and then I came sideways across the line, but still got that third.
Well, you definitely got the third, and there's a crazy night. You were a top 5 truck most of the night tonight. I mean, seems like Mullins and Cheney really had the best 2 trucks. Ramsel was pretty good. Tucker was good too if you didn't have the speeding penalty, but you were solid tonight, and you took that 2-tire call. I believe you took 2 tires. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
Yeah,
I did. 2 tires?
Yeah, I did do 2 tires. I want to say before the last caution where everybody got tires.
Yeah, we were really impressed actually. I mean, you held your ground there. Did the 2 tires really affect you too much, or I mean, I didn't know how many laps you really had on the lefts either, to be honest, with all the kind of mid-race yellows we had too.
I think I had like 5 to 10 laps on the lefts. They were still in the 90s, and it helped the truck turn, but that off the rip going into one, it was a little sketch. I'm glad no one ran me over, and that I was able to hold it and just maintain kind of in that top 5 range, because I did start to catch Mullins on the 2 tires.
That's wow. I mean, the truck usually does fire off really loose with 2-tire calls, but a good thing. I mean, we saw you go sideways in the corner, like, oh no, but you kept a pretty wheel in it, and thankfully, like you said, knowing got India and Wesley got further to add here for Drew.
Really nothing much. Again, that 2-tire call kind of shocked us all. We were wondering if anybody was going to take 2 at this point, just to see at any point, rather, not at that point specifically, just to see how it was going to run. And like you said, turn 1, a little sketch. Happy nobody ran you over. And before coming in tonight, we know these trucks races lately have been so aggressive, so much take, not a lot of give. And we saw that through the tunnel turn, not even on that last lap, but before. So people kind of pushing their nose in there, people squeezing. Did you think there was going to be more wrecks than there were?
Off the rip? Nah. I really thought we were going to have a green to checker, maybe 1 caution, and it would have worked out really nice, because I was trying to set it up to where at least me, I was going to pit and then make it so you had the extra fuel on some of the guys, and then when we had to pit for the second time for everybody, I was going to take 2 tires because it was going to eliminate almost all the time, because I know that 2 tires is good for the 10 laps.
Oh man, the 2-tire call. Oh, I'm sorry, Wesley, go ahead.
I was going to say 10 laps, kind of all you really needed before everything evened out for you. So great call there. Gave you a little bit of track position and managed to hold on to it. Come home third.
Yes, sir.
Well, my man, you had a great run tonight, and I'm happy to see you up here and happy to see you survive the chaos that was the end of through the tunnel turn there. I kept calling it the bus stop for some reason tonight. But
it definitely seemed like a bus stop. Everybody was trying to get off.
See, that's why I was saying it was. That's why I was mistaking it for the bus stop. But yeah, you had a really good run tonight, my man. You come home P3, and before I let you go, sponsors, shout outs, all that good stuff for yourself tonight.
I got to shout out Chastity Tucker Realty for just giving us a chance to come out and run all the time. Got to thank Hostile Intent. I got Michael, Tyler, Spartan Sim Racing for putting on the league. I know it's been a rough couple weeks, but I mean, a lot of it is a lot of people are getting a lot more use, and they're expecting stuff, and people aren't trying to give it up. And then just you guys for throwing on the show.
Thank you, my man. I hope to see you up here next week out, and I hope you have a great rest of your work week, my man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You have a great night. P3, everyone. Drew Prohl. And let's go ahead and get our P2 finish in here. Michael Tucker. Let's talk to this man. Michael, you got a copy?
I'm here.
Well, what is up, my man? I mean, what a race from you. You looked like the dominant car for the first, 15, 20 laps. And the caution comes out, and you spread on pit road. At least that's what we think happened. Is that what happened there?
Yeah, unfortunately, they caught me going 59 at the line.
Oh.
Which my box was close enough to the line. It shouldn't have counted it, but oh well. We at least recovered.
Yeah, you had a great recovery. We talked about how hard it is to, pass here sometimes when it can be really a struggle in the back and middle of the pack. But you did a really good job, and you made your way through the chaos that was the last 10, 15 laps of this race. Can you talk me through what kind of inspired or unraveled in your point of view?
I don't know. The inside was not the dominant line on the restarts. We could barely go. Every time I got to the outside, I would just plant it middle, and it worked. It gained me 5 spots coming off of turn 1. It's just... I needed a long run. Just needed a long run because that thing was rolling as soon as we hit one long green flag run. So, just was hoping for a long run. The 10-15 laps, that's no problem if we can go green. So, I don't know.
Yeah, we saw that long-ish run after the first little spew of yellows in the first 10 laps, and your truck was starting to kind of pull on Cheney and Ramsell and the rest of those guys. And it just seemed like we couldn't get into a rhythm tonight. But I mean, you had a really good drive back through the field. That's something to talk about tonight, and continuing to build in your massive points lead.
Yeah, we just got to maintain that points lead. I think next week's Legacy Michigan. I know I have a good truck there. The week after that, I don't even know what that week is. It's a track. but
it's something.
Yeah, it really is. But I think if I just continue in my rhythm with top 3s, top 5s, I'll be able to maintain the points lead.
Oh, for sure, man. You're like uber consistent and super fast. I think you're doing a pretty gosh darn good job. And Wesley got further to add from the man who made only probably one mistake tonight, but still came home P2.
Yeah, I mean, mental mistake. Hey, it happens every now and then. I was wondering if anybody was going to slide the box. That pit lane on Pocono is also so long, to where I think anybody could have got caught speeding. And unlucky, they got you right at the line when you said your box is so close to it, so it shouldn't have mattered. But hey, it happened. You rebounded great. That move, I think it was you put it 3 wide up the middle, going into 1 on the last lap, and then kept your nose in it going through the tunnel turn, where guess what? 3 wide don't work. Westwood kind of learned that. Cheney behind him, and a whole lot of guys learned that 3 wide don't work on turn 2. The bus stop, as Gage called it all night, which Cole kind of told us everybody seemed to be getting off on the turn, so kind of was a bus stop. But great run at the end, though. Come home second. Anything else you really saw going on? Like, one thing, the snaking down the front stretch, coming about 25. Once it hit 25 or so to go, Mullen started it. Cheney then continued it.
Yeah, that was frustrating. I will not lie. I was never clear as a person on my outside to even continue it. But Gage, that's not a bus stop, buddy. There's no curb to influence.
I know. I'm like, every time I say it, I'm like, why am I saying that, man? I just don't understand it.
I wouldn't even call this track a triangle because the tunnel turn doesn't look like a part of a triangle.
It really doesn't. I don't know why I called it that, and I caught myself like 15 times, and I kept saying it. I corrected course the last 20 laps, so there's just only 50 to 70 that I kept saying bus stop, so it's not too bad. Before I let you go, Michael, the typical sponsors and all that good stuff.
Let's see here. Jessica Realty, great person. Go check her out, Middle Tennessee. LA Sadler Esports, we produce good sets every week. I love working with Mullins Morris, all those guys. Hostile Intent Racing in here. Yesterday we had Tyler Cheney. This week we had Tyler Rouse. Or today we had Tyler Rouse. It's very confusing over there. And Drew, great teammates. you guys for putting this on, especially Go for the Truck. It's amazing. Dave and everybody, they do a great job in the field for at least making this entertaining.
Well, it was no doubt entertaining, my man. You come home, I saw another, like you said, another solid top 3, top 5, and you're continuing that points lead. I hope to see you do good next week at Legacy, Michigan, right? And hope to see you up here again, my man. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Michael Tucker, everyone, our P2 finisher tonight, and I mean, what a drive from him tonight, Wesley.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you strongly. It's a great drive back up after that early penalty. So P2 after that, hey, I'll take it any day, all day.
Go ahead and talk to the man that started on pole and got the race win. It wasn't that simple, but let's go ahead and talk to James Mullins. James, do you got a copy, my friend?
Yeah, man, I got you loud and clear.
Well, I mean, you started on pole tonight and you got the win, but it wasn't as straightforward as maybe the last few wins have been. Talk me through the night's race and just how insane and intense it was.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I felt like everybody was up on the wheel but me. Like, I mean, I just didn't. I mean, you could run hard like that, but after 20 laps, you're so bad. And once we'd get close to 20 laps, I'd start picking them back off, and then a caution would come out. I just knew the draft is so strong, and I just didn't feel like fighting them off because you could pass and get past. And I was like, I'm just going to go back here and just chill. And I just bided my time and was there at the end.
Well, you were, my man. You had a great final restart, past 3 trucks to get the checkered flag tonight as everyone else was dying behind you. But you did a great job executing, kept a clean truck, and like you said, you were probably the only one I didn't see like run over someone or be involved in a crash tonight, or be the innocent bystander of a crash tonight. But I mean, I want to talk you through the battle there with, I think it was before the last, or the second to last yellow that we had. When you and Tyler Chaney were going at it, did you think maybe Tyler had something for you there if we would have went green to the end? But either way, we thought it was a great battle with you two.
No, I was having a lot of fun. Tyler ran a good race. I mean, a lot of them boys ran a good race. Just, I felt like his truck was going away a little bit. I feel like I was going to get him. It's just so hard to pass. It would probably take me a few laps to got him, but I felt like I could have got around him. But I mean, he ran a really good race. I wish he would that incident wouldn't have happened. I don't know what happened there, but he deserved a better finish than what he got.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the caution incident was, but and then he got caught up in the mayhem of not the bus stop, the tunnel turn. In turn 2 there on the last lap, got caught up in a big old wreck. But I mean, tonight though, I mean, it wasn't as simple like I said at the start of the interview with you. But I mean, come home with the win, and that's 3 in a row for you. You hit the hat trick, my man. I mean, congrats.
Man, I think it's really 4 in a row.
Oh, 4 in a row? Am I miscounting? I think you might be right.
Because I did win that one by default.
Yeah,
but you take them any way you can get.
Yeah,
I won the race before that.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's that break. It's messing me all up, right? That's what it is. And it's been a long night, But Wesley got further to add here for James after his checkered flag he grabbed tonight at Pocono.
I mean, I've got nothing for him, and yeah, 4 in a row all the way back to Las Vegas where he won it. Just great overall run. Started pole, had a lot of fighting up front. We talked to you last time around how you kind of race it more old school. You just let your car come to you, let all the young guys use up their stuff. And hey, it works out once again. You be patient. You took that last pit stop, not to the green white checker, but before it. We thought nobody was going to come until probably the last half of the pack. So whenever y'all came in, we were all kind of shocked and didn't expect it. But hey, it paid off. You restarted, I think, 6th or somewhere like 6th, 7th, or 8th before that, and then got up to 4th where Westwood chose the outside and just able to kind of take the lead quite easily and run away with it.
Yeah, I was a little worried there. Like, I think I restarted 8th. And then I had a pretty good restart, and I gained like, after a start-finish line, I think I gained like 2-3 spots and went up to 6th or 5th or something. And I just, kind of got lucky with the draw there. I was really needing to go green. I didn't want to be cautious, but it kind of worked out. So I had fun tonight, even though it was a long night.
Well, as long as you had fun, and we had some fun up here as well. I mean, your battle with Cheney, I think, was the highlight of my night. That was a great battle with you two tonight, and unless you come home with a checkered flag, my man, led 18 laps en route to your victory. And before I let you go in that National Guard 60 machine, sponsors, shout outs, and all the good stuff that makes the world go around.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank the boys over at ESE, man. We really, like I said last week, we've really ramped it up a little bit, and we started been testing a little bit more. Didn't focus as much on Pocono because we focused on the B car because it more translate, to the Road to Pro. So maybe could have put a little bit more time on the setup, but I still had fun. It was overall a good race. So, like the boys at ESE, James Morris and Jared Carr and all them boys that helped, and you guys, I appreciate you guys throw a really good broadcast, and Dave for letting me race for him, so I had a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad you had a lot of fun, my man. I hope to see you up here maybe for 5 in a row. I mean, that would be pretty. We gotta be pretty close to set records here, but I mean, you might be up here for 5 in a row next week, my man. I hope you have a good rest of your work week, and see you next week.
Yep, see you guys. We're going to try to run for it. See you next week.
See you, my man. That is our race winner, everyone, James Mullins. And special thanks, of course, to our league owner, Dave Fuge, because he is absolutely awesome. He does a great job running this league. This is a really big league, and it's a really, really good league. They do a really good job, and they treat me well, and they treat everyone, it seems like everyone well. Along with all of us up here in the booth, love to thank all those guys and all of our great sponsors here tonight. You see there on the bottom of your screen, but Wesley, I mean, just one heck of a race. That's definitely one way to put it.
One heck of a race, a really chaotic, wild finish. There was that wreck out of on 2, and then again a wreck out of 3 that was not shown, and that's what really caused the jumble in the order. Big multi-car crash. Blair Holloman, he ended up finishing backwards out of it, so really wild indeed.
So there's even more crashes. That's what we needed. We need more of them. I tell you what. But, I mean, it was one heck of a night. I have to show your support, staying up to date with Spartan Sim Racing League news and all that. And we're gonna go to Michigan next week. That's a fun racetrack. I believe it's Legacy, Michigan, is it not?
Legacy, Michigan, and not only that, favorite video game. So look out for some new trucks, some graphically enhanced trucks, maybe.
Well, I'd hope. I mean, my favorite video game of all time, and I'm pretty young. It's The Last of Us. That's my favorite video game of all time. I don't know about you, but that's my favorite video game of all time. Well, fun fact.
Not mine. I prefer Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So let's see what everybody brings next week.
That's a really good one. I'll give you that. That's a childhood game of mine as well. Nonetheless, hope we see a lot of those beautiful paint schemes out tonight, next week at Legacy, Michigan. Maybe we'll get some retro ones as well. But nonetheless, I hope all of you enjoyed tonight's Pocono Raceway action along Pond, Pennsylvania. Hope to see you all next week up in the Irish Hills. Thank you for watching.